Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna put tail truncation. And that might actually fix it. Huh? Alright. Yeah. It's still wrapping. You know what? That one has a very large rectangle below it. That's just the way that one is. Because it uses a rectangle that's the same size. Unlike here, where we say just 20. So there is some point in making this one small, like less than 30, 20, even 15, probably fine. Well, let's go visit this guy again and just steal the value. Yeah, we want to take this. We don't actually need the current value, but we do need the rest. So that can go above. It's always going to be needed for every iteration. We just want the min and the max pretty much. And instead of val ratio, we just want instead of max, instead of max, we want something like span. Val span. What's that called? Val, the interval between, how about val interval? Param length? No, that's a bad one. Anyway, we don't have to get too crazy with naming, or go too crazy. Ooh, you know what? We're going to need that index now. And we're going to need a reference to the effect. You know, which is a reasonable request. I don't see why not. So, effect entity star effect. Nope, I refuse to put it on the variable. What's the other one? Int param index. Just I. Yeah, okay, so that's good. We're still doing pretty good. Now what do we do with this param interval? Well, we just want to use it for the strings. Instead of tick ratio, we do tick ratio times param interval plus min. And then we now have to put the effect in I here, like such. Yeah. And we might merge draw outline into that whole thing, because I'm starting to realize the segmentation for discrete parameters in particular, you're not going to want to just draw the ticks at any point. They should be around the discrete boundaries. in a continuous slider. So let's just see what we're doing. There's already an I here, so I can't use I. Just say param index. Param index. Param index, yes. Flow invalid operands to binary expression. I really wish there was some way of automatically, when you hit build and you get an error, automatically goes to the error like this. Maybe I'll look that up. But param index minus effect. Obviously, this should be min. Did I hit small? I think I did. Nope. Oh. Is that just how small the screen is? Well, this is... Yep. I don't know what I hit. That's good to know. That means you can't see the entire Mac. You, the viewer. So you can't see the button. You can probably see right about here. So how are we looking? Now we have, yeah, the actual values. There's this strange, like, underscore after the values for some reason. You seen that? No. Maybe that was a glitch. No, it's definitely here. 200 and then this underscore thing. I'm not just seeing that, right? Okay, let's look at some others. Stretch. Yeah, so this actually looks pretty useful. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely here as well. What do you think? Is that what it looks like when it truncates, maybe? Are those like dots? Is that ellipsis? That might be ellipsis. Yeah, I think that's ellipsis. Because it only happens for the longer ones. The ones that can't fit 2 decimals. Yep. That's ellipsis. So that's no good. That's what truncate tail does, I guess. Yeah, I just wanted to draw. So how do I do that? Let's quit that. So when I want it to draw, need a water. Alright. The last sentence I said was when I wanted to draw. I forgot what that meant. Yeah, the truncation. So, this tail truncation mode, not working out so good for me. How about I just do the crappy truncation, which was called mode clip. And because my rectangle is small, this might do the right thing. And we just have to make sure our stuff is drawable within that distance, or that rectangle. So that means about 5 digits. And We also don't want, yeah, so that's, I can't remember, yeah, this looks right, but some frequencies, for example, go up to 20,000. This one goes up to 2,500. This one goes up to 5. Band reject will do it. Yep. See, this one goes up to 20,000. And it goes up to 20,000, but we only can see 4 digits. Why is that? Is it asking too much to draw more, or should we just have a larger buffer? I'm leaning towards that. We can keep the frame the same and just have the text extend past the edge, because I mean the text is it's pretty okay. It's not like, yeah, I don't think it intrudes on anything. So I mean, that actually looks like it could fit 20,000. Maybe I should make the font 9. 9 is a little bit smaller, but let's try 9. 5 digits is the most I will have for anything. Okay, if you have a number like 100.11, that's actually 6 characters. For frequency, you might want... no, I don't think we need to get down that deep. Yeah. I'm still surprised you can't just have 0.2, the F without the 0.2 for numbers less than 1. The only thing that's wrong with letting it grow out past the end is that it'll make the centering not really work. So I'm going to try and just not do that. Where is the font size? Here it is. 9 is a reasonable size. I'll have to check it on the actual iPhone, but I think that's a reasonable size. I mean, these are just like markers, so it's not stuff that people actually have to see. Okay, so there's 20,000 and it fits. Yeah. Looks like we're a pixel up, 1 pixel high now. So I could bring it down. I think I'll do that. I'll bring it down 1 pixel. Yeah. Let's look at one that uses small values. So like this guy. For small values, it's usually fine. One that uses something in the middle, like this one that uses something in the middle, like up to about around the hundreds range. Yeah, like here. Actually looks okay, except that trailing period doesn't look good once you get past 100. It looks okay when you're at the 2-digit. So I want to limit the total number of digits, the total number of characters to 4. And don't use the